Welcome to The Basement. Yo, what's up, everybody? Welcome to The Basement. I'm Nolo.
Jose, what's going on? We got a guest today.
Special featured guest.
It's been a while since we had a guest.
Yeah. Well,
go ahead.
he's not necessarily he's not going to be a guest in the regular sense. He's more of a attendant.
Checking out
but
the
I'm
show.
sure he has something to say. He's Will. Say what's up, Will.
What's up?
You can hear us?
Yeah, no, we got to get his mic a little more over. Yeah, here, I got you. And that's you. Go ahead.
Thank you.
You should be good there.
So what's up, bro? What you got?
So it's literally been a week since we've recorded.
That's
and
weird. It's been a difficult time because, with the kids and stuff.
Yeah, so I have my son this month, and that's basically what prevented me to really be on the show. But we're trying to get back on track. It's only for like 2 weeks. If we could make it happen, we could make it happen.
And then we'll go back to our 6 o'clock in the morning normal.
Our 6 in the morning when you hear the alarm. And because we're recording at night, you might hear the fire trucks again, and our usual sound effects that we do just to annoy you.
I muted my phone, that way the app doesn't go off telling me that there's crimes in the neighborhood.
Oh, you did?
Yeah.
I don't know if I muted all my phones because now I have another phone for work. It sucks. And it's such a bad old phone, bro. It took me a few minutes just to figure out how to turn it on.
It feels like plastic.
It does. It is plastic.
It is.
That's how they did it back then.
I haven't held a plastic phone in a long time. So kudos to you.
What is going on? First of all, you obviously will have heard the show.
Yes, I have.
Yes. What do you think of 2 Puerto Rican spics?
I'm impressed.
Very rhino.
Yeah, very nice.
Very rhino.
Rhino Republicans. 2 Rhino Republicans.
No, apparently, according to some listeners, I'm a liberal.
Oh,
yeah, I never.
You could come off that way.
Yeah,
just as a listener.
Just as a listener, right? I could. You see, my feelings are hurt now. I'm gonna make a sign.
Well, that's the liberal reaction right there. That's what that is.
Emotional.
Being offended. That's how it works, bro.
That's how it works. That's how it's done. Yeah. So I could see how people say that. And I feel that the only reason why I come across that way is because I genuinely want to hear and get inside. I want to get inside the other person's mind. How are you? Why are you thinking this way? What in your raising brought you to this point of view or this sort of mindset towards this agenda or this situation? I think that's if that rubs off as liberal, then yeah, I'll take it because, I think if you could understand where people are coming from, then you understand why they have the ideas that they do.
Got it.
You know what I mean? You're not gonna have the same.
Just like a liberal.
What would be the opposite of a rhino? What would be the opposite of a rhino Republican for the left?
I think it's a Nazi. I think that's what they call people that. If you're not completely left,
wow, dude, we're not gonna get any liberals to listen to this podcast.
I mean that's not my words. That's what they call people. If you disagree with one thing, you're immediately a Nazi, a racist, a homophobe.
Well, my friend argues he's a moderate, so he's on the left.
A moderate.
I like people like that. That if they're not completely one or the other, they're kind of in the middle. I'm like, okay, now I want to hear what you got to say.
Well, I mean, I consider myself independent. How does that rate in moderatism?
That independent is just a party. It's like party. It's like Republican, Democrat.
Right next to it.
Yeah,
it's the party.
That's all. It's just a party.
A moderate. So a moderate is what? An idea, like a.
It depends what you're talking about. If you say moderate liberal, moderate Republican, I mean, he's talking about a leftist. So I'm assuming moderate liberal, which is it's fine. I consider myself libertarian, sort of. I'm more right leaning for sure. Like I'm definitely conservative because I have a lot of the values. But I'm kind of on the fence with a lot of things. I just want to hear what they got to say. I'm willing to change my mind. If you got something that's like makes more logical sense, I'll switch real quick. I'm not holding on to this one. I'm not gonna die on this hill. You know what I'm saying?
So I was going into I was going into sort of philosophy and religion and Christianity with my son last night. And I'm like, so what do you think? What do you think? And he's looking at me like, duh, I don't want to. Automatically, he looks at me like, authoritative father figure that I am. Like, damn, I'm going to get this wrong and I'm going to be in trouble. This nigga's going to be mad at me just because I answered honestly. So I'm like, listen, it's okay to say what you believe. This is not a right or wrong. I just want to understand where you at. And, he's like, Jesus, God. And I'm like, okay. I was like, there's some people that don't believe in anything. He was like, yeah, but where do you go? I'm like, no, there is no going. So I try to use his phone as an example. Imagine that you're the only one that had the copy of Fortnite. Fortnite, the game, the code, the writing of it only existed in your phone, right? And imagine that your phone is the hardware, which is our body is the hardware, but our soul is the software, that unique program that's being run on this hardware, right? I was like, some atheists believe that when you die, when the hardware is destroyed, the software is gone. Never can it ever be replicated again. It's gone. Blew his mind.
He was like, now I'm going to have nightmares. Thank you.
Thank you.
Wow. Thank you for that. Definitely.
That's exactly the feeling I got after telling him. I was like, damn, I'm going to hear from his mother somehow.
Well, there's Christians that do, they use that as a tactic, sort of. Like scare you with
scare tactics. I hate that. That wasn't my intention. I was just trying to tell him that it was too much for him to grasp the idea that I was like, so maybe that's Fortnite. How about we take a picture, you and I right now, and that picture represents your soul. That picture is a unique point in time with two people. It can never be replicated, ever. So if it's deleted or destroyed or dies in your phone, it's gone. There is no. He's like, but what would you be looking at? Blackness? I was like, darkness? I was like, see, you're still thinking you have eyes to see when you die. according to the atheist. So, I mean, I left him at that because he was just like, it's overload. I can't.
When I was in school, I was like in third grade. A blind guy came into class and to talk to us about blindness. And one of the kids asked, when you close your eyes, you see black with dots. And the guy was like, like colors. He was like, I don't even see that. And that's when it hit me. I was like, oh my God, you don't see nothing. You're completely blind. That's what it.
What does blind look like? Can you explain what?
Because I will close my eyes and be like, yeah, I'm blind. This is what being blind's like.
Yeah.
But he was like, I don't even see that. And it was just like, wow.
See, even hearing that, it blows my mind. Because is there a color?
Yeah.
What is it?
But they understand color.
Wow.
Like they know that it exists out there.
Right. So first of all, yeah. Have they ever seen color?
If you were born blind, I guess.
No, right. You've never seen it.
You wouldn't be able to interpret it.
If you turn blind, I guess you could only. So if you're blind and you just recently turned blind, sorry. First of all,
hit us up.
Let them know what darkness looks like. Is it dark? Is it black? Is it a color?
I think it was a podcast or Radio Lab where they said that they did an experiment with blind people where they put them in front of a screen. They were completely blind, and on the screen they would flash pictures. And if they flashed a picture of a person smiling, the blind person would smile.
That's freaky.
So they were saying that
that's some cat senses right there.
Yeah. So they were saying that their brain is blind from receiving, like their conscious part is blind from receiving the signal, but their subconscious still sees through the eyes. Wow. Blown away, bro.
How do you even? Yeah. And how do you explain that to a 10-year-old? You know what I mean? Like,
we don't even understand that.
That's so funny. Yeah. So, have you guys heard of the wacky Omarosa?
Omarosa? Oh no, I didn't. I wasn't following it.
Yes.
I've been staying away from news just for you.
So I just tapped into it and I heard the conversation that she recorded. So apparently,
you got it here?
No, I don't. I'm not prepared at all.
Okay.
Typical spick.
Is it out there though?
Is it out there? Yes, it is out there.
Out there.
So I heard a little rendition of it. She basically recorded her conversation with Trump, and Trump was like, what's going on?
What's going on?
I heard you're leaving. She was like, yeah, because the rest of your staff said that I was getting fired. He was like, I didn't hear anything about that. Mm-hmm. So apparently she's using this. Like now Trump is coming at it like this was all premeditated to promote her book. This is all this is about.
I was just about to ask you. I'm like, bet you she has a book. Damn, I should have asked you before you said it. I haven't been watching the news. I've been ignoring it for the past week.
How she's a pretty much. I mean, he didn't say loser, but I mean, she lost 4 times in The Apprentice, right?
Yeah.
It got fired 3 times.
I hate that crap.
So
Just let her freaking be.
I mean, look. If I was okay, so Trump is a narcissist, right? So it's all about him, me. But I would let this one rock. Like, yeah, go ahead, promote your book.
That's what I'm saying.
I got you. Just don't forget who brought you there. Yeah. That's what I would read.
If he would, you know what? Trump should have said that out loud too. He'd been, look, I disagree with her, whatever. But she's selling her book, so why don't you guys go out there and support her and buy her book? I mean, she doesn't have a job, so you might as well help her out. He fired her, or she just quit.
That's you got to look at the news article yourself and find out. That's as far as I got, because I had like maybe 20 minutes to get ready for this episode. I didn't even think it was gonna happen. Okay. But I'm actually looking at headlines now, and fired FBI Peter Strzok sets up anti-Trump Twitter account, GoFundMe page seeking 150 G's.
Wow. Peter Strzok for what? For what? Lawyer?
To set up an anti-Trump.
He'll get that
protest. He'll get it.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah,
George Soros will donate, right?
Damn, can we get a little bit of that? Just like.
If you want to make money, say anything anti-Trump. You'll get money. I guarantee. If we were to if me and you were to start a new podcast and be anti-Trump, it'll be more popular than this one. Guaranteed.
You? Okay, so yeah,
people
definitely.
Would jump
if we switch on the other side,
yeah.
We got to make signs, bro. We got to go to Staples and get construction paper and tags.
We got to get those hats, those pink hats. We got to get them.
I want to do it. I got pink glasses that can match, bro.
We should get the hand. Just wear it. Oh, we're recording.
We're really trying to be heard by only one side. No, but
no, just people that are open-minded. You know what I'm saying?
People that are open-minded. So, how long do you think it'll take for him to get the 150?
I'm surprised he doesn't have it now. He doesn't have it. Check the GoFundMe. See how much he got.
Go ahead, you do it over here so our audience can see it while you look for it.
Wow, that's amazing.
While we go into it, another headline news. This is Fox, by the way, right? So Trump dares New York Governor Cuomo to run against him in 2020. What are your thoughts on that, gentlemen? Cuomo.
I don't know how I feel about that.
Blow him out of the water.
Cuomo?
Yeah.
Oh, what the heck? That's not the one.
Not that popular.
So I kind of feel like, look, let's be honest. There are some things that, even if you're on the right, some things that Trump is doing that's just like, oh, come on, dude, really? Can you shut up for 5 minutes? Why won't you take like a longer resting period? I mean, you apparently only sleep like 2 hours a day. Can you take another 5 and let the world?
He's halfway. He's almost halfway there.
Wow.
When did he put this up?
2 hours.
Wow.
Oh, in the past 8 hours.
That's insane. I told you, bro.
Damn, where's our GoFundMe page? What do we got? 0. We probably owe Patreon.
We probably owe freaking GoFundMe. We never made an account.
We never made one?
For GoFundMe?
Yeah.
No.
Why haven't we done that? We're spics.
We could try.
There was something we gotta make. Yeah, we're trying to cover the overhead, man. It's like $600-700 a year, which is nothing, right? There was something I was reading where somebody was asking. I forgot who it was, man. That's what happens when you don't take notes. But he was saying to himself, if millionaires gave $10,000 as a charity, to them it's pocket change. Yeah. It's literally like you reaching out for your pocket. Giving quarters. You got $1. Mm-hmm. How many times have you given for a homeless person that you're like, you know what? I know they're hungry. Let me go, whatever. Or let me go buy them a meal. It's literally some change. Yeah. So in his argument, he's like, why aren't they doing that more so we could be more successful? The people in the bottom. Yeah. And my first thought is that because then you destabilize the 1%.
Yeah, not only that, it's their decision if they want to do it or not.
Yeah, it's their money. It's true. Yeah, that's the underline, right? It's their money. It's America. You do whatever you want. Yeah. But the effects of that would be, well, if I can do that for everybody, it's not chump change anymore. Yeah. And I lose my status quo if one of you guys monopolize and figure it out.
So what they do instead is they force the government to do it. They force the government to hire taxes on them so they can get the money.
I was listening to the Rubin Report.
Oh, I haven't heard him in a minute.
And he had I think it was a Rubin report, and he had a really interesting guest on, and he was covering a lot of the things that that I've been trying to sort of communicate on how the system has been rigged to raise an ignorant, lack of knowledge.
The educational system?
Yeah, not only the education system, but the government.
Dumb down.
Everything.
Dumb down people.
Low IQ voter.
Or low IQ, how the system has been made this way, because when you have a society that doesn't understand, then you have control. Yeah. That's how the bottom line. Bottom line. If the guy was saying, there was a point in time where schools, parents being taught to teach their kid how to open up a bank account when they turn 18, how to write a check.
There was a rapper. Damn, I gotta look at it.
So there used to be. We talked about this. There used to be shop class.
Yeah.
All right. What happened to culinary classes?
Right.
You know what I mean? That's one of the things I faulted. And I'm looking at my son like, I gotta teach this kid how to boil an egg. My mom was she was prophetic in many ways, if you believe in that kind of stuff.
Hold on, let me just say this. 21 Savage is a rapper. Okay? In fact, let's put a picture of him up right now. That's not him. There it goes right there.
Okay.
Right there.
I don't know how to write a check.
21 Savage. You know what he does? You know what he's doing now? Because nobody told him. He's teaching kids how to open a bank account. A rapper.
Wow.
That's how bad we've gotten. A rapper.
Well, the parents let the rap and the music and the entertainment industry run their kids' lives anyways. They just, look, when I was being raised, I sat in front of MTV and let the videos play all night. Mm-hmm. It was nothing else. But my mother figured, you're gonna have a horrible life, boy. So let me show you how to do some laundry, how to cook, because you're going to be by yourself for many years. Yeah. She was right. Shout out to Mom. May she rest in peace.
Very prophetic, huh?
Very prophetic. Yeah, so I think that, when I'm trying to raise my son, there's so many things that I'm lacking. So one of those things yesterday was just to show him how to do laundry. We didn't go through the whole motion. I'm trying to break it down to him so he could absorb it more. So it was like the first step, putting it in the machine. Second step. So he got that part. I was like, I'll do the dryer and the folding, because he has no idea that's the worst part.
The folding. I folded clothes today. I don't know what it is, yo. I even put TV on to watch it while I'm doing it.
Right.
Still, I can't. It drives me insane.
That's the worst part.
So I don't do it. I'm a single dude. Obviously, you could tell by my little man cave here. I have that done for me at 55 cents a pound, and I calculated it costs me more because I have to wash more with him now. But it's cost. So I was like, no, let me buy the Downy. Go across the street, get the quarters, and I'm like, first of all, it cost me more money. Now it cost me more in the beginning because I had to buy the Downy and the detergent. Right? Yeah. And I still saved. I went to whatever. But I'm like, I still lost 2 hours of my life.
That's what it is.
There's only 168 hours in a week.
Yeah. That's what I always think too. To me, it always comes down to time.
168 hours a week. 30 to 40 if you're really lucky. I get maybe 25 hours of sleep a week. But normally it's 35 to 40 hours of sleep you get a week, right? Something like that, maybe a little bit more, because I'm only thinking Monday through Friday, and then you're working. If you got a full-time job, that's another 40. So you figure the first 68 hours, you don't have a choice. Yeah. In order to have the rest, you have to work. So that 40 is done. In order to work and to play and have fun, you need, you got to sleep. So done. So a good
commuting. And
then you add a commuting. So you're probably left with maybe. If you add the eating, sitting down, taking a dump, if you add that all up, you probably have maybe 60, 70 hours. Yeah. That's you. And what are we doing? We're running around.
I'd rather sit on the couch and play with my phone for 2 hours and do laundry. To me, that's not wasting time. To me, I'm doing
something that I'm enjoying. What's the point of living life if you're not enjoying it? That's the other thing.
And I bring my phone if I go to the bathroom. I don't waste time in the bathroom. That's me using time. You know what I'm saying? My wife's like, "Why are you still in there? You're in there for 20 minutes." I'm like, "This is my time." Right?
Got you. Yeah.
I'm not wasting. I'm not sitting here staring at the walls. You know what I'm saying?
I'm on the phone.
It's gonna come out. It's gonna.
And you know what's funny nowadays with commutes? Like an hour commute doesn't feel like nothing anymore with podcasts now.
Yeah.
It feels like nothing. Like this time is not wasted anymore. I'm actually using it for something.
I got the audio books and I'm trying to like listen to books, right?
It's hard not to say read, right?
It's hard not to say read, but because it's not. So I'm trying to do the podcast, but I don't know what it is when I'm driving. Maybe it's just the typical loud Rican, driving down the block. And sometimes I lower the windows because I want other people to hear.
The podcast?
I'm listening to music instead. There's something that when I'm driving, music, it goes hand in. I'd rather be doing that. But then I'm like, damn, I could have listened to a whole episode of something.
It depends. Sometimes
new.
I'll get in the zone where I got to listen to music for like 2 days. Like loud, obnoxious, cursing, hip hop or something. And then like the rest of the week I listen to like NPR or something. The liberal media. I let them invade my mind.
You got to be careful with that, bro.
Yo, you heard what happened with Alex Jones, my man?
I heard that. Yeah. So apparently they took down his stuff.
They took down almost
shut him
everywhere. They shut him
at
the same time, bro. Within like a day or two, everybody dropped it. Now this is the craziest part about the whole situation. The fact that they banned him from so many things at the same time. And he's a conspiracy theorist. So all this does is add to his conspiracy theories. He's like, they're after me. I told you they were after me.
It's legitimizing.
He's legitimizing.
He's legitimizing. It's like they made him not so much that far, but it's like the idea of making a martyr.
A martyr, yeah, for sure.
Right?
And that only made him more popular.
He needs to go on the dark web and start using that forum.
Probably,
if he could.
yeah. But I mean, don't get me wrong. He says some crazy stuff.
And InfoWars runs all day, doesn't it? Basically.
I don't know. It's like CNN type. They have a few reporters.
Yeah, they have a few reporters.
And some of the guys, listen, some of the stuff they say is out of control, right? A lot of the stuff is legit, right? A lot of the stuff they just revealing legit. I think it was, I was watching something where Joe Rogan was talking about it. He was saying that, which is true because I remember when I was living in the dorms, and Little Mike was telling me about this. The fact that they will have these protests, and then all of a sudden the protests turn violent. And Alex Jones was saying there's people in there wearing military boots.
Yeah, it's the boots. You could tell by the boots.
Come to find out, they were agitators that were placed there to start problems.
Wow.
And it's legit. He really did reveal that. You know what I'm saying? And remember years ago, Bohemian Grove, where they would meet. You heard about Bohemian Grove?
No.
Oh my God, I gotta look it up. Bohemian Grove is where world leaders go together and they do some like crazy rituals.
Right. I heard about that.
Okay.
He snuck. He found out where it was at. He snuck in the forest and recorded it and put it online. I'm gonna look it right now.
Yeah, that's been going on for years. It's the foundation of this country.
So NASA almost shut us down the last episode.
For flat Earth.
For flat Earth. Now we're getting into deeper conversation. You think they'll shut us off if we start getting loud?
That what?
Whoa, dude, lower that.
Don't worry about it. I got it. Let me do this. Let me charge. What the heck? I thought I skipped this. Did you push something?
Bro, I'm over here, bro. I'm right here. I'm trying to make sure that our recording is still going.
This is actual picture that he took. This is
were burning something?
A giant wooden owl. Yeah. I forgot what they called it. And you could hear it. You could hear them chanting. George Bush was there.
I did hear this. I did see this.
Those guys are what's the name of the group of the society?
Look, that's Alex Jones. Look at him. Young, fresh Alex Jones. Before he started taking all those freaking pills.
Bones and skull
and crossbones. Look, this is actual footage.
Yes, I've seen this.
Is it skull and bones?
Bro, skull and crossbones, yeah.
Some of they look like aliens.
I'm putting that in.
Society.
Oh, they're aliens, bro. Interdimensional vampires. Oh, I forgot about this. I gotta play this. Hold on. That's Alex Jones right there. So some of this stuff, like I said, is a little crazy.
No,
some
but
of this stuff is legit, though.
that's entertaining as hell.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Okay, so I think one of the things that they had offense with him was with the Sandy Hook shooting. He was like, oh, it's a fake, it's a false flag operation, whatever. Listen, false flag operations are true. And one day we're going to do an episode about it. The government has been revealed to do false flag operations. Was this? I don't think so. Maybe. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't know. I don't even know what's on the other side of this wall. It could be China. You know what I'm saying? We talked about this before, where when we get on a plane, we don't really know where we're going.
They could be, you know, flat screens that are slapped into, like an episode in Star Trek where the Archer tries to get the information of where the Zindi weapon is, and they put a little box and they put the hydraulics under it, and they put little flat screens, slap them onto the windows of this little shuttle, and they put, you know, this mind altering that where short memories are erased, or sci-fi, right? And he's acting it out like he's in space, and the guy's in there believing it. You know what I mean? Yeah. That's probably what you're getting into a plane, and all you're really doing is you see the plane outside, like, oh, and then the plane moves, and it just moves into a big hangar. Yeah. And the hangar, you know, and then automatically there's screens, and so you start seeing the whole thing, and then the hangar,
this is our conspiracy theory.
The hangar picks. It has like a little saddle that where it picks up the plane, and then let's scare the little fat Puerto Rican in the middle.
So the thing about the Alex Jones thing too, they're not very clear about why they banned him. They banned him for quote unquote bullying and stuff like that. But there's no real reason. They can't point to anything. Like, look, this is it. Because usually if they ban somebody, it's because they did something crazy.
Well, where else does he go? There's only one YouTube.
That's not all. But there's other platforms like Vimeo and stuff like that. They banned him from there too. And
Twitter, right?
No, you know what's funny? I don't think they did it yet. But Twitter held on because Twitter said, if we can't point to something, we're not going to ban him. We're not jumping on your bandwagon. Twitter's the last.
The real question is, does he have a claim for a lawsuit? No, because YouTube is
a private company.
It's a private company. I'll do whatever I want.
Yeah, but now does this open up a can of worms for Twitter? I mean, for YouTube, because now they have to watch everything, right?
Right.
Because, okay, look, let's say you said something bad about somebody, right? Okay, listen, for years and years, listen, I've been a Christian for a long time. For years and years, I've seen videos, I heard podcasts, I watched videos on YouTube of them saying that Christians are crazy, that we should all be mental institution and all this crazy stuff. Right?
But that's not going to change either.
Just recently, people started dissing Muslims out loud, and now they're banning people. And this is like, yo, you know, if you're banning them for the same thing that they did to us, you should ban them too. Like, it shouldn't be like I like Sam Harris, right? Sam Harris is an atheist. I remember back in the day he used to diss Christianity and say it was, you know, only idiots, whatever, listen, you know, or Christians, whatever. They never said anything to him about it. But then he says something about Muslims, and everybody jumped on him. You saw the thing with Ben Affleck. I think we talked about this before, right? He was saying that he actually said the fact that if I talk about Islam, people immediately want to call me racist because they think I'm talking about the people, but I'm actually talking about the idea of Islam. Immediately, within the same conversation, what's the name? Ben Affleck said that's racist. He was just like, I just said that if I can't even talk about it because I'm gonna be called racist, and you call me racist, and I'm not even talking about people because there's white Muslims and black Muslims.
Correct.
You know what I'm saying? They're not all whatever they're from. What is that? You know, wherever the Middle East. You know,
wherever they're from.
There's a lot of countries that are.
Now check this even crazier out. There's a YouTuber called what's his name? Oh God, I got it right here. Hold on. Ethan Klein. He has a YouTube page called H3 Productions. You probably saw his videos before. He's just a goofy guy that always jokes around whatever on YouTube. One of the most popular YouTube videos out there. He talked about what we're talking about right now. Alex Jones. He broadcasted live. Right. He was doing a live thing. YouTube blocked him, and they said because you're talking about Alex Jones, we blocked you. So he went on Twitter. He was like, yo, look, they blocked me. This is crazy, blah, blah, blah. And YouTube responded back like, yo, my bad. That was an accident. But it just shows you they're going after Alex Jones for what? I don't even know. They still haven't made it very clear. You know what I'm saying? This is opening up a can of worms for everybody else. They're going to wind up banning people. I wouldn't be shocked if they start banning people like Steven Crowder or Ben Shapiro. I wouldn't be surprised. Because Ben Shapiro talks about if you're transgender, you have a mental issue, right? You have gender dysphoria, which is a mental issue, right? I wouldn't be surprised if they start banning his videos. I would not, because they're just making up things now. I mean, it's a private company; they can do whatever they want. But at the level that they're at right now, they're such a huge company. They're opening up a can of worms that something's going to happen. There's going to be a lawsuit somewhere in there.
Well, I mean, if they're only catering to one side, I mean, I guess at the end of the day, it's about numbers, right?
Yeah.
So if they continue in this path, they're going to lose. You know, if the population, if we scale it down to 10 and assume that 3 are left, 4 are left, 4 are right, and 2 are whatever.
Yeah.
If they eliminate the 4, they're probably gonna lose those 2 too.
Yeah.
Which means then their number, their bottom line is affected. So they have to reevaluate what their standards are.
What they're doing,
they could only go so far as their pockets are willing to suffer.
Yeah.
Then it's not a morale thing.
Somebody's gonna come up. There's gonna be a company that's gonna come up that's gonna be like, no, we support you. There was I'm trying to remember the name of the company. Oh, the gun company, the company that makes guns. I forgot what they call it, man. They basically teach you how to make guns, like from scratch, whatever. Right? YouTube banned them, so he's like, all right, so I'll find another platform. You know where he put his videos at? On Pornhub.
No.
He put his making guns videos on Pornhub. And Pornhub was like, go ahead.
Listen.
That's not gonna go good.
It is a common fact
With my
that
girlfriend.
there is no sport.
It's not my history. It's like, what the hell you
Like, I swear I was still looking up guns.
Was just shopping for guns, honey. That's all that was about.
You know I'm a gun guy.
Wow.
Come on, babe.
There's no greater company that's making money as far as the web is concerned than porn.
Oh, yeah.
Hands down.
They started the internet as far as I'm concerned.
So
Before porn, there was, what were you online for? Doing what? Chatting with people?
Yeah.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Like
before the internet, people were recording and like checked out this in the VCR, check this out. And
That's why I think VR, all that, porn is going to bring it forth. You know what I'm saying? What is it? AR? What are they called? Augmented reality? Where it's like you can see the world, but then you got like digital images behind or whatever.
That's crazy.
That's going to, I bet you, porn's going to be the one that's going to make it popular.
That's insane.
Because, you know, the same thing with robots. Robotics is going to make a leap when they make sex robots. Guaranteed.
You saw the hologram room, right? You sent me something. And then I had another version that I saw of a hologram room where you're like on a platform. So it makes it seem like you're on a ship in the whole room. You know, you're like outside on a sail, whatever you want it to be.
And that's why I
it
think
has
simulation
hydraulics.
theory is real. I believe it.
Oh, so I was going over simulation theory with my son too. I was like, what if? And he was like, yeah, I know what Sims is. What if you're not really in control? There's someone who's controlling you. You're just a sim character.
And when he moves left in the thing, you think that is your idea to move left.
But it's not yours.
It's not your idea.
Forget it. I think I terrorized my son. That's what happened.
Definitely.
That's what happened last night.
So the thing. Oh, snap. Okay, I'll tell you later. So the thing with the banning is that it's very, like you said, it's they're banning. Let's say if there was 10, there's 4 that they're banning. They're only banning one side, right?
Right. So, but it doesn't even. So at that point, it's not about the side. It's about we're losing money, son. What are we doing?
No, but check this out.
We were getting advertisers. Now companies are not willing to advertise on ours because they're part of that side. We're losing bread. At that point, do their morals change?
They're gonna
Is
have
it that
to.
big of a loss?
That's
Is it-
true.
can
Yeah.
it fix
They might be
sale?
willing to lose.
I don't know.
Yeah, they might be willing to lose it. That's the problem. So you heard about that lady from the New York Times, right? Sarah John. I don't know if you heard about her. Well, she's a new writer. I think it's the New York Times. She's a writer, and she has a whole bunch of tweets saying bad things about white people, right?
Oh yeah, that's right. I know. Is that the Chinese?
Yeah, I think she's
Asian?
Asian or something. I don't know.
Asian lady?
Oh man, where am I here?
White people. White old man. This, that, whatever.
Yeah. Let me see if I can find. Oh crap! I just closed something. What is it? Sarah. Oh, damn! What the hell's her name? How do you spell that? Gion. Oh, New York Times. Yeah, right there. Let me type in tweets.
That's all.
Twitter history, images. All right, let's see what she got here. Damn, why is it all the way over there? I can't see it. Can you read that? Read those to me. Read at least 1 or 2 of them.
Oh man, it's kind of sick how much joy I get out of being cruel to old white men. I open my mouth to politically greet politely. Wow.
Sorry.
Polite things. Politely greet Republicans, but nothing but an unending cascade of vomit flows from my face. You could read the other one? You can see the other one?
Are white people genetically predisposed to burn faster in the sun? Does logically being only fit to live underground life
like groveling goblins.
Jesus Christ. I'll never ask you guys to read anything again.
No.
I like
All right, so you see what you're saying about white people, right?
Yes.
A lot of people are like, yo, that's racist. I don't care what race you are. Saying something like that is racist, right? This is on Twitter.
Whoa, that's
okay?
offensive. Yeah,
this is on Twitter.
Offensive, yes.
Nothing. She got nothing for it, right?
Yeah,
you know Candace Owens?
Yes.
I'm going to put a picture of her.
Yes, I like Candace Owens.
Beautiful Candace Owens.
I can't say that.
Candace Owens. Put a picture of her up there. Boom. Candace Owens. Fuck out there. Boom. Damn, why is it all the way over there? It's so weird. Anyway, Candace Owens. She's a conservative.
Yes, she is.
Okay? So what she did was, did an experiment. She took that girl's Twitter, the tweets, did word for word exactly what she wrote, except replace white with black. Twitter banned her. And she was like, see?
That's perfect.
See where the bias is at? Nobody wants to believe it. But if you say something bad about white people, it's all good. But if you say it about black people, that's a problem. Right? Racism or racism, no matter what race you are. Don't give me that racism is freaking power plus prejudice. That's the most dumbest crap I've ever heard in my life. I never want to hear anybody say that. It doesn't make any sense at all. Racism is racism. If you got power, that's one thing. If you're prejudiced, that's another thing. If you're racist, that's another thing. Don't try to conflate these all three things together, right? She's black. She could do that. She could get away with that. Right. But she was proving a point, telling everybody that, look, there's a bias within your platforms that you guys use every day, right? As soon as I said something bad about black people, word for word, I didn't change any words. All I did was change black and white, and they banned me.
One of the things that concerns me is that because the lack of people, because the lack of information going out and the lack of whatever party you're from, individuals not willing to go deeper, look at the other side, that we're, like I said before, we're getting to a point where something big is going to happen, and it's going to be on the backs of this idea of ignorance, people not looking, going further and researching. It's going to be on the backs of emotions, pure emotions, and pure ignorance that I don't care, I'm calling them out, that the government is looking for.
Oh, we're done.
That's it.
Government's going to be after us.
I mean, listen, you're leaving anyway, so I might as well start ending the show now.
I'm going to the government. I'm going to start recording a podcast for the government.
All right, so that was the news. I don't know how we got all the way.
Well, this is actually my topics.
Oh, so it just went right into the top. Look at you. What was the topic? So, like,
everything I'm talking about here, the dichotomy that we have here. That if you're right, if you're a right-wing leading Republican, conservative, whatever, they're gonna attack you regardless of what you say. Right? You could say, like I said with this chick, word for word what somebody on the liberal on the left side said. Word for word, we changed the color, black and white. And immediately you got attacked, right? Now, Now, there's another thing I wanted to say too about because we didn't talk about this. It's been a while since we recorded with that lady Ocasio, right? Cortez, right? And I've been saying, yo, she's a Puerto Rican woman out there. She's in power. She won. Hooray, hooray! Let her do her thing. Let's just deal with her policies, right? I'm happy that a Spanish woman's up there doing something. You know, the only thing that bothers me is her policies. Ben Shapiro said, let's have a conversation about your policies.
Yeah, let's have a little debate.
Let's have a little debate. Not even a debate. He said, come on my show. Let's have a discussion. I'll give you $10,000 for your campaign, right? I'll pay you. Or if you want, we could debate. Now, that was the option that he gave. I'll give you $10,000 for your thing if you come on my show. If you actually want to turn it into a debate, then I'll donate $10,000 to anything you want, right? What she said was, I don't have to respond to catcalling or whatever, something like that. Let's read.
The guy I was talking about was actually, I think, on the Sunday special with Ben Shapiro. Ty Lopez.
Oh, I don't listen to that. Why?
Definitely should listen to what this guy said.
Yeah? I don't like that guy. He's a snake oil salesman to me.
And then I was also listening to Jimmy Dore.
I like Jimmy Dore.
Joe Rogan, and it was Deborah Saul, sex researcher, on the Rubin Report, who covers the sex research, Asian discrimination, and the Me Too movement.
Oh, she was on Joe Rogan too.
Yeah.
Yeah, she was on Joe Rogan.
So trying to catch up, and again, it's these individuals that are considered to be part of the intellectual dark web that we strongly, if there aren't any listeners to this show, that we strongly recommend that you dive into, just to open up the ideas and get another perspective. Put your feelings to the side for a second, people, and just listen, and then make a determination. What are you doing, bro? This guy, bro.
An ad popped up.
I just don't get it.
Yeah. I mean, look, he was trying to have a conversation. She immediately turned it into some sort of sexist. Mm-hmm. I'm a victim. Look, he's attacking me.
Correct.
Come on. You know what I'm saying? Like, we're trying to have conversations. Open up your mind. Maybe you're wrong with your ideas. Maybe your democratic socialism is wrong. Maybe his conservatism is wrong. What about you trying to prove him wrong? You know? Try.
I don't think she has the smarts, though.
Nah, she doesn't for sure. She doesn't even know what she believes.
Oh my! Yeah,
she can't even stand. That's what I'm saying. She can't even
Ooh.
stand for her own values.
Ooh.
Did you see the debate he had? Oh man, I watched this. I was watching this like it was freaking the World Series when it was Politicon. I don't know if you heard of Politicon.
Yeah.
Ben Shapiro was going to debate Cenk Uygur from TYT.
Yes.
I was waiting. I was watching the YouTube thing, watching the countdown ready to come up, and exactly what Ben Shapiro said Cenk was going to do, he did. Did you see the debate?
No, I did not.
The debate was so bad. Ben Shapiro was basically like, he's telling him this, he's telling him statistics, telling him why, blah, blah, blah. And then the other guy would be like, I don't got to tell you, just Google it. And he was like, what kind of debate is this? You know what I'm saying? You telling me to Google it. Why am I here? I could just look it up myself. You can tell everybody to go home and just Google it, you know? I don't got to tell you, just Google it. He's just like, what are we doing, you know?
Yeah, so what was the whole point of the debate? Yeah.
So the point is that I don't know what it is, yo. You believe whatever you want, that's fine. But just know what you believe. You know what I'm saying? If you're on the left, know it. Know why you're on the left. Right. You know what I'm saying? This guy didn't know what he believes. She clearly doesn't know what she believes. She's all over the place, like you said. You know what I'm saying? At least have the discussion. Maybe your mind might be changed. At least be open to have your mind changed. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna. I think what it comes down to, like you said, with the 10 people, you have 4 on the right, 4 on the left, 2 in the middle. I think it's more realistic would be 2 on the left, 2 on the right, and everybody else. I think that's more of what's really going on in America.
So if that you're using that analogy and that structure, as far as numbers are concerned, then YouTube will never be shut down.
No, that's
because
they have
the gray mass that are like.
Yeah, you know.
Bobos. Sorry.
Yeah, that's what it comes down to. Yeah, I think most people on YouTube watching cat videos, Fortnite videos. They don't really care about what's really going on in the world. You know what I'm saying?
Sometimes I take a break and I watch my videos. You know what I mean? We all have our
I don't want to talk about the videos you watch. Even me, like I've been playing this game on my phone, right? The dinosaur thing. The
dinosaur thing, yeah.
Even me, every once in a while, I gotta I don't want to think about the world.
Yeah.
I want to subtract myself from everybody and just live in my fake reality. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And that's okay, but people are there forever. They just live there. They don't care. Donald Trump and all that flies over their head.
The world could be passing right by them, exploding, and they're
that's
like,
it, yeah.
Fortnite.
That's all they care about.
Fortnite.
And it's not like it's a phase. If you're a kid, it's a phase. You know what I'm saying? You go through this video game phase where you got 5 or 6 years.
Yeah, because I used to be in that phase, and I don't really play like that.
Yeah.
You play more than I do.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
So
most people live there though. They don't even want to know about the news. You put the news on, they're like, ugh, I don't want to know what's going on.
There's this. Where's my controller?
Like, don't you want to know if World War III is going to pop off? You be prepared? Or if they find out aliens exist, or
do you
they find the creator?
Damn, bro.
Matrix.
I got to get like, you know, in Bellevue, they strap you down so you can't move your hands. Mm-hmm. This guy can't stay still. That microphone is like, you're harassing me at this point.
I have to put oil on it because I move it too much.
This happens in every episode, by the way. Okay. Every episode, he's inquieto. He can't stay still. I gotta apologize to the listeners. I have headphones on. They have headphones on, bro. Listening to the squeaking sounds you make. No consideration, no love for our audience. But
let's see where he's at right now. I'm gonna reload it. What does it say? How much does it say?
71,685.
Let's reload it.
70. What?
He just made $4,000 while we were sitting here.
He made $4,000 in what? 40. What we've been recording for 47 minutes. I mean, that's all we need to last how many years? We could just in our overhead of maintaining the website, and yeah, that could give us at least 5-6 years.
He'll have it. He'll have it by the end of the week, hands down for sure.
Yo, we gotta do it.
He might even have it by the end of the day, honestly.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I mean, if he continues in that ratio, in another 8 hours, he's done.
You think?
The left loves him too.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I was telling you in the car. In the car ride, anybody that's attacked Trump is a winner to them. And it doesn't matter who you are. You say something about Trump, boom, we're gonna support you.
So I was gonna say you should start do a GoFundMe thing, and yeah, let's watch how we don't make it.
No, we're not gonna. They probably wind up charging us money.
That's what I'm saying. I can't have another
these
bill.
guys are all buddies, you know that, right?
Yeah.
And Mullah
They've been working. Yeah, they all work together. Yeah.
Oh, they're buddies.
I forgot what they call that. There's a word for that. Damn, what is it called, yo? Damn, there's a word for it. The government that stays established, regardless of who's president, no matter who's in charge. This the same agencies, the government, the people in power, they remain there. I forgot what there's a word for that, yo. Damn, I forget what it's called. But no matter who's president, no matter who's, it doesn't even matter. Right. These people stay in office for years and years and years, and they're the ones that really run the country. Because you got to go through them if you want power. You know what I'm saying? Whatever President Trump wants to pass is not going to pass. It got to go through them. You know what I'm saying? It's supposed to be the check and balances, quote unquote. You know what I'm saying? Right. But in reality, they run the show. You know? And some of the stuff is being busted by Trump. Like this guy right here. You know what I'm saying? Whether you love Trump or not, he said he didn't want... What he said exactly? You remember what he said?
No, not necessarily, but what I was thinking, that they leave high-paying jobs to take FBI positions or these government positions, and they made millions of dollars, and then they go and become director of the FBI, the attorney general of wherever. These people are very well connected. The Mullers, the Comeys.
Oh yeah, they go. So this guy, what do you mean by what he said? The Russian meddling, Clinton. What are you talking about?
No, him.
Yeah.
Damn, I'm trying to remember what he said. He was basically saying when Trump became president, he works for the FBI. When Trump became president, he texts his girlfriend, "I'm gonna do everything in my power to basically."
Oh yeah.
You know what I'm saying? To make sure he doesn't win or whatever. Mm-hmm. Oh, the shadow government. That's what's called, the shadow government. Yep. And it's funny, Wikipedia is called conspiracy. Damn it, Alex Jones, where are you when we need you? Because it's true, but it's a quote-unquote conspiracy. You know what I'm saying? They really run the government, though.
I have Fox open up in the window, and I have CNN. CNN must be struggling because the bots, the advertising bots, it's taking up most of the page. I can barely see. I got
Fox open too.
But Fox is like real small. It's on the corner. But you go to CNN,
and it's only advertising stuff for the show.
Apparently, I'm gonna buy a computer, a coffee maker, and candy.
Yep. And over here, my ads are computer screens and a table, like a desk.
That's what I've been shopping.
Because this is what we order for the show. Yeah. There's like no ads, only 2 ads. Vonage.
So if you really want to know what people are like looking into, what they're shopping, just open up any browser, any website, and the advertisement will tell you, this guy's a freaking weirdo.
Just like catcalling, I don't owe a response to unsolicited requests from men with bad intentions.
Ooh.
And also like catcalling, for some reason they feel entitled to one. That was Ocasio. That's what she said about Ben Shapiro.
Oh, Ocasio. She is just pretty to look at. That's the only thing.
She does make crazy faces, though. She looks like
a raptor.
Nah, I don't even want to say it because people are gonna say things that were sexist. I was gonna say she looks like if your girlfriend's with her, whatever, like she's a girl, or whatever, and you break up with her, that she might
wild out.
She might wild
out. She's Latina, you know, so we all got that in us in one way or another. It's funny because why is that off?
What the heck?
I'm
on, baby.
We got a camera down.
Man down. Rockbirds.
So I'm guessing that was the one that... Is the power dead? Is it dead?
Yeah, it's dead.
It's dead. What is up with that one?
This is the technical difficulties we're talking about. You know? Every freaking time. So while you do that, I'm gonna talk about this.
No, you plug it in, you faggot. You're over there.
Yo, we don't talk like that on the show. Those are strong words.
What? Faggot?
Look, it shut off again.
Why did this one shut off?
Oh man, it's over. Yo, so you know Gavin McGinnis? You ever heard of Gavin?
Gavin, oh, he also got kicked out.
He got banned from Twitter, yo.
Yeah.
Him, his whole
got
crew,
kicked out.
his whole crew.
Yeah.
Well, I forgot what they called, yo. The Proud Boys. I think it's called the Proud Boys. They got banned from freaking Twitter.
What's their names?
The Proud Boys.
The Proud Boys, correct. Right.
Oh man, we're gonna put this in there, bro.
Oh, on the wall over there next to the light. These are the situations that make editing so much fun. And I don't even bother with effects to make it like transition, like something happened, put words. I just cut it off. We just go missing for a few seconds, figure it out, guys.
Just put the thing with the colors. The TV's messed up.
Oh, I should do that.
Yeah, while we talk to show that.
That's a good idea. See, that's what I'm saying.
So they banned him. They banned his whole crew.
Did you hit record? You didn't even set me up. What is wrong with you, bro?
So they banned his whole crew. They banned everybody. Did you know that he was one of the co-founders of Vice?
Really?
Yeah.
Whoa.
Him and the other guy.
Right.
But they had an argument and he left. He did his own thing. I think because he was more right than left. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
He started...
Because Vice is way left.
Vice is way left.
Ooh.
Vice is a little too left for my taste.
Yeah.
I love Vice. Don't get me wrong. I love the documentaries, all the stuff they do. But some of the stuff is out of control, yo.
With Vice?
Vice, yeah. Come on, man. Have some freaking perspective. Jeez, like look around. Like you're not the only ones that exist, you know?
But that's what I'm saying. That's the whole idea. You don't want to educate the people. You don't want to give them too much insight because you lose them.
You indoctrinate better.
Yeah, you don't want to do that. You want to keep them exactly where they are, ignorant.
And Gavin McGinnis is not necessarily right. You know what I'm saying? He's not completely right.
Right.
But he just says the right things to piss people off.
To get them started.
They were calling the Proud Boys like Nazis and stuff, and they're like, nah, we're just not scared. You know what I'm saying? That we're willing to fight. That's all it comes down to. You know what I'm saying? The Proud Boys are just willing to fight. If you want to come and fight us, we'll fight. And they were fighting in bars and stuff. Like when Antifa would show up, they'd be like, no, we're not running away.
Right.
And we already see what Antifa's capable of.
Oh, yeah.
They're beating up women and stuff, and nobody cares. Hit a guy with a bike lock. You saw that?
So,
The guy got off.
that's crazy.
The guy didn't even get prosecuted for that.
I love it.
For hitting somebody in the face with a bike lock. With a mask. He wore a mask and hit somebody in the face with a bike lock. They're like, he's good. I don't know.
That's insane.
That's just to show you, bro.
Antifa's out of control.
I'm telling you, like people should be really concerned about what's going on in this country.
It works if you don't touch it.
Yeah, no, I can't help it though.
Where's the fidget thing that I got you?
I don't know, where'd you put it? I left it here last time.
It's next to the AC. So I was at work, right? And I'm training. There you go. I'm training with one of the
Don't use the F word.
employees.
Don't use the F word. He's a what?
No. I'm training this employee, and she works at another office, so she's at corporate where the main office is, and I'm training myself because we're developing a new method in hiring, whatever, and I do me the way I do me, whatever. I'm up and down, I'm associating. I gotta get away from the computer because if not, I'm gonna go crazy. So when this guy tells me, "Oh, go home and play the dinosaur game," I don't want to look at a screen. I don't want to look at a screen. I don't want to look at my phone. I don't want to look at that big ass TV I have over there. I don't. I want to go analog. I want to go analog. I want to go back to the days where you're just staring at something. You know?
Yo, even in this, your work account, your YouTube account, you have these stupid videos. Jesus Christ.
Dude, that's what I'm into. You can't hate what I'm into. That's it.
Yo, look at this.
That's what I watch.
That's what he watches.
You watch gay stuff too with your wife. You watch gay stuff too with your wife. Unfortunately, you're like we're like a couple, and this show is our baby, and I have to share my personal world and what I'm into.
It's the only videos it's recommending, just so you know.
Yeah,
that doesn't recommend anything else.
No, because I don't watch anything else at all.
Why is my floor wet?
I know. So I was gonna tell him, but I don't want to wait for the show to be over. No, I think it's the fridge. I think the fridge might be leaking.
Nah, it's the refrigerator because I disconnected so you don't hear the whatever the compressor making noise. Okay. It's all right. This apartment is constantly getting flooded. Anyways, I'm at work with this coworker. I'm training her. We're learning this new process, and she goes, I see the way you move, like the way you carry yourself about, and I could see why. I could see the difference, and why the owner is now on your back. She's like, I hear from the other females that the owner's constantly on their back. Did you do this? Did you do that? Did you do this? And she was like, I'm not even calling it out as a sexist thing. Like, I know what it is. It's just that men communicate a little bit different when it comes to work. Now, when there's problem, men could be men are worse. When there's drama between men and male in the workplace, they might as well be females because they could be more dramatic, more ridiculous. And I think you could vouch for me on that.
I work with only men.
How is it?
I think women.
Here we go. You think women, and that's what you think. That's what you're programmed to think. That's what the sim. That's what the.
I don't think like that.
Come on, you were telling me that you had the locker room with the guys.
B, capital B. I don't even know what you're talking about.
I'm talking about how when you have a group of men working, how they could be as dramatic or more dramatic than women. Mm-hmm. When it comes to work drama, whatever he said, she said.
Yeah, but it's more intense with guys.
For males, yes, it's more intense with guys.
Yeah.
Horrible.
It's hard.
In my job, I'm the only other male. Well, there's two of us now. There's three males. There's the owner and two males. When I started, it was just the owner and me. So immediately, I was like, I'm not messing with any of y'all. Like, I'm going to keep myself a distance. I even told her, I act a little gay just to make sure I'm a little protected. Right?
I'll call what is it? Persecution. I'll call persecution.
I'll call what? I got a mouth to feed, boy. I got taxes to pay and bills, the light bill, this show. So when I'm telling her this, she was like, "That's hilarious." You tell me. She's a Christian, right? Like Pentecostal, whatever. Hard. She goes. She goes, that's funny because the receptionist back in. I was
born and raised Pentecostal, by the way.
Okay. Yeah. So she yeah, oh yeah, absolutely.
She has no earrings?
No earrings, no. Hardcore.
Tattoo on the neck?
All day.
Tattoo on her neck?
When
it sounds like there's a little, because of the squeak, it sounds like a little bird in you.
So she literally says that I see the difference in the relationship between, how you move. And I was like, listen, I'm doing, at the end of the day, I'm doing what they're asking me to do. So if I'm going to take 5 minutes out to show somebody a funny video I saw or a meme or just to talk and chill, I'm going to do that. At the end of the day, I'm doing my work. And it was like hard for her to like understand, like hard for her to grasp that idea. The truth of the matter is we don't have to stay where we are. If you're not happy, you could easily go and find another job. Yeah. You know what I mean? But
you don't got to deal with somebody if you don't want to.
You don't. This is America. The only thing I got to do is, be Puerto Rican and die. Those are the only things I don't have a control over. I can't change those two things. They're automatically set.
Unless there's a simulation, then you can. We'll just change programming a little bit. You good.
If we could, what would you change the program to? You be white.
White. It's funny. Remember that? Was it you one time?
Yeah, we had
like on the count of three, say what race you would choose. And we're like 1, 2, 3, white.
Absolutely.
That white privilege is delicious.
Wow, that's cool.
It's golden, bro.
Did you see Louis C.K. CK News, whatever his name is? And he was saying
definitely that not the other one.
If he had an option, he's like, I'll re-up every time.
Yeah, I saw that. What is it?
I'll re-up every time. Why would I change this?
Wow. Why would I change this? Are you kidding me? I know what it is.
Yeah.
Funny.
I asked the same thing about with family members, cousins, and they're like, "No, Puerto Rican." No. I'm like, okay, but let's pretend you didn't know what Puerto Ricans were, how rich it was, right?
How delicious.
Couldn't get past it. It was like, it's too delicious. I would be Puerto Rican. I'm like, come on. You don't even what?
Yeah. What's funny? If you get pulled over in a car, well, if you're white, if you're black, Spanish, whatever, if you get pulled over in a car, you could see if somebody records it, you can see their interaction, how the cops act and how they talk, right? But if you watch one with a white person, they talk and act differently. Okay? Really? Whether you like it or not, there's something going on there. And most of the time, even if the cops white or black, it doesn't even matter.
Well, that was like that thing that we were watching, Who's America?
Yeah, like Who's America? Yeah,
that FBI guy that you would put me out to.
Oh my god!
We haven't. First of all, I haven't watched any of it. We haven't. We just saw like 10 minutes of an episode.
You saw some of the clips?
I seen what happened was I woke up in the middle of the night, right?
That's how it always happens.
And I caught some of it, right? When I caught the end of the show, I was like, "There's no way these people are real." I actually said, let me get this guy's name, but it's 12:30 in the night. I was like, because I really want to Google this guy to see if he's really a senator or whatever, congressman.
Right, we were going over that. I was like, there's no way.
I was like, there's no way this guy, it's impossible. And then all of a sudden, I found out the next day that he resigned. Yeah, that's the guy that resigned.
He had no choice.
The young chubby guy.
The part that the oh my god, the scene where he's like, what is it with the N?
The N word.
Use the N word, and say something to draw attention, and he's like, and he's saying it like warning, they're coming, invasion.
You cannot be that dumb.
There is
no, but there was a guy.
I mean, these congressmen on the Hill, are they that dumb on both sides?
You know what I think that is? They don't think anybody's gonna play them out. They just think they're doing a news report or whatever with a guy.
Right.
But there was another guy that he tried to get, and the guy was like, wait, are you trying to tell me that you're trying to get me to do this on camera? And he was like, yeah. And he was like, and he just doesn't do it. So there was some people that caught on.
It's funny how Bernie Sanders said goodbye, and the other guy, what's the other guy? The newscaster guy.
Bernie Sanders.
Oh, jeez. I got it on the tip of my tongue. It's a new newscaster, but he's retired. He's retired. He was like, nah, this is over.
Yeah. I don't know. I didn't see. I gotta watch the show. Everything I've seen in the show is so good.
Oh my god.
So
Especially
good.
when he looks like a Jewish guy, like Israelite.
Oh yeah.
I just can't. I was telling Noah, how did he get Bernie Sanders? And he must have played that wheelchair. Like, Bernie must have been like, I gotta,
And people were trying to give him crap. They were like, oh, maybe he was a disabled veteran. But on the thing, he doesn't say.
Because the guy doesn't say is this because you're disabled? He's like, nope, which was hilarious.
I just want to conserve my energy.
He just wants to conserve his energy. Waste emissions. I'm like, yo, I cannot even.
Oh, he scored one for the left.
Oh yeah, for sure. They're gonna be using those clips. They're gonna be using them in ads for the next few years.
So I know this is a big switch up, right? Because my cousin went to Colombia, right? And I was like, listen, people are gonna tell you this, people are gonna tell you that. You're a female, so naturally you want to look after yourself. That goes whether you're here. It's less here, but it's still here. Dangerous if you're a female. Yeah. Don't be dumb. Don't go down a dark alley that doesn't look right. That's just common sense, right? Yeah. But that's the thing.
Even as a male, I wouldn't do that.
But that's the thing
Colombia?
That's the thing
They're trying to eat me.
That was said that because the lack of society teaching how to cook, how to manage a bank account, sense isn't common anymore. It's not taught. The common basic things that we need is not taught. Anyways, I told her, listen, the pollution over there is ridiculous. Tell the Uber guy to close the little vent, press the vent button in the car, because you don't want to breathe that air. So whatever, she's on the group WhatsApp. I know you're against it, right? But she writes, she was like, oh, #Jose, you were right. The air is horrible. So then I'm like, this is hurting the environment. And there is, when you go you get your car and it says emissions inspection, that's the primary reason. Is so that we're not choking while we're walking down to the bodega with the bulletproof glass to get some milk. Yeah. And you go to these, so Colombia, I don't know if it's considered a third world country. It's the closest third world country I ever got to so far because I'm trying to travel the world. But my thing is, it's hard to breathe. Next time I go, because I do want to go back, I'm bringing the gas masks because
you're gonna walk on the street like
an alien, like some kind of like an Asian. Don't say that. That's discrimination.
Asian is not a race.
Oh, it's a cult. Oh, it's a gender. Oh my god, that's a gender. It's a new sex.
That's even worse than that. No.
know I take it to the next level. If you guys haven't figured that out yet, you're in the basement.
Alright.
Anyways, when it comes to global warming, I don't know much about it, but I can tell you right now, they're gonna die first. In Colombia, third world countries where they're not regulating the emissions. I'm telling you right now, they're gonna
And it's
die.
funny 'cause
it's hard
this
to
is-
breathe.
That right there, what you're saying is the reason where I diverge from the Libertarian Party, because they're very like no regulations, let the market speak for itself. But I'm kind of like an example would be Colombia. They let the market speak for itself. There's not much regulations over there, and look at the freaking air. We might want to just put tiny little baby.
I was hoping to get to the hotel so I can close myself with some kind of air that's and it's dirty air because where's that air coming from outside?
Yeah.
And I'm just like, yo, this is insane. It is literally hard to breathe. And then the crazy thing is that in Colombia, they have this thing where they shut in Bogota. I don't know if it's in other parts, but I don't know if it's a nationwide thing. But in Colombia, they have this thing where they shut down everything. You can't drive. You can't walk. You can't get to a location. Cars just stop. Everything stops. Like if you're looking at the apocalypse and you saw the remnants of people trying to get out.
Or maybe it's the Sabbath.
No, what they do is they all work out. Everyone.
They go work out in the gym.
You see them walking for like 4 hours and then everything goes back to normal. People get back in their cars and I'm like, what kind of who is running this simulation? They got this all wrong. And the way their roads
it's
are.
probably the Earth is one server, and each country is run by a different person. And they're like, "Oh, I'm gonna do something crazy in my country." Yeah.
Watch this.
Watch this.
You want to see a real messed up transportation system? Yo, I was like, what is happening here? You can't cross the street. You gotta like write your will every time. I'm gonna cross the street. I give all my money to my son because it's that dangerous. I went to the store. I don't know what they call it over there, right? And I'm walking, and there's two vehicles working on live electrical wires right above me. I was like, I'm gonna die.
You see the sparks?
I'm gonna die. There's no barrier. There's no people saying no. Walk to the other side. Danger. No, go ahead. Take your risk. Yo, to see if this gringo survives. Because that's what I was.
He's not even an electrician. All right, he's just helping me. It's my boy.
Bro, there was so much to learn as far as how organized we are. That's like, wow, we really don't appreciate what we have, and we won't until you lose it. That's the phrase, right? You don't appreciate what you have until it's gone. Right. And you know, before anyone starts, judging anything, they should really take a trip to another country, then talk about America. Mm-hmm. All right? That we're not the greatest.
The greatest country on this side of heaven.
Then tell me that when you went to another country and you cannot breathe the second you get out of the airport, you're like, oh, this is not the country I wanted to visit. I can't breathe. Yeah. I don't know how they're living.
That's what I'm saying. Like, no matter how bad this country is with the left and right and this and that, I would not want to live anywhere else.
Hell no.
I'd be watching YouTube videos of like people like in India where they get hurt, and my immediate reaction is, you don't want to get hurt in that country. Don't get hurt in that country. I've seen videos of the medical care. Do not get hurt in that country. Oh my God.
That was another thing I was scared of. So I'm like, if the air is poor, if I get sick, and I did, like I went OD drinking. So the drinks are mad cheap down there, right? And we went to Cali. I took another plane to Cali. And dope. Cali's dope.
Not California. Just guess.
Yeah. Cali.
Not California.
Cali, Colombia.
What? Beautiful, right? Banging women. OMG.
You think they're women?
That's another topic for another day.
And Colombian women go, Americanized Colombian women, they go there to get
the surgeries and upgrades and stuff like that. Mm-hmm. So obviously it's working. But I can tell you that I got dumb intoxicated. If I were to spend the equivalent amount, I must have drank at least $1,200 of alcohol. Wow. Okay, it was like $600 a bill. And we went to 3 different bars. Mad girls. We got with 2 of them. Took them back to the hotel. Had fun. The jacuzzi. Kept drinking. I had a bottle of vodka that I brought. Mad cheap at the airport. Kept drinking. Bro.
Duty free?
I was crapping like orange, neon yellow.
Oh my God.
Like Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle, like liquid.
And you looked in the toilet, you're like, I think I'm gonna die in Colombia.
I thought I was gonna die. I couldn't eat for a day. I was in bed. And I said to myself, I'm not going to the hospital. I'm definitely not going to the hospital. I'm gonna die in this hotel. Yeah. Which is fine. It's probably a better death.
It's probably cleaner.
You know, I'm just gonna die from this poisoning instead of like whatever else I could catch at the hospital.
I'll tell you what's gonna happen. We're gonna get people that are Colombian that are gonna write to us.
I love Colombians. Do not get it twisted, son.
Just don't like
those people like to party. They like to dance salsa music. Those are my people right there. Love them to death. Oh, yeah, but they got to regulate their emissions first. If y'all about that health and every Sunday shutting down everything, y'all need to start like putting some catalytic inverters. Get it real. Like get fixed. Yeah, like y'all are killing yourselves. There's no point in working out if you can't breathe.
We're running out of time here, but before we go I want to do one last refresh of this page.
Where are we at?
75, 465.
Ay, Dios mío.
Ready? 79, 782.
So basically almost 10 grand since we started
recording. They almost made 10 grand.
Damn, yo, we just need like half of that, even a quarter. We'll go on for the next 4 or 5 years, bro. For real. Guys, please
support us. Patreon. Every single one of our videos have the tag with the Patreon.
It does?
Donate. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. You put it in the bio. In the
links. In the bio. Please, God, just give us something.
Will, what do you think of the show?
Great. I had a fun time.
Let's do it again, bro.
Yeah, let's do it again. This is basically what it's at. Definitely. And if you guys want to check us out, obviously, thebasementny.com. We're on all the medias. Follow us, like us, share. Every bit counts. Again, if you have a topic you want to bring, we have a contact us page on the website. We'd love to have you on. Again, we're still working on bringing the conversation to you guys. That's up and coming. We got more guests coming. We have a special coming up that we need to start working on. So on that note, that's pretty much it. You got anything else?
Nope.
That's it. The Basement. Peace.